Hello again. Today I would like to talk to you about the biggest illness most managers worldwide have. Before explaining you this, I would like you to do something. Put your finger in front of you, like something like 10 centimeters, and close your right eye. Did you do it? Thank you. Now close your left eye. Did you do it? Thank you. My question is, did you see the same? No, right? You did not see the same. Now with your two eyes open, you only see one thing. Interesting, isn't it? Your right eye and your left eye both individually see something different. But the two eyes together see one thing. Now my question is, which of your eyes is right? Right. Both aren't. Isn't it? Both eyes are right. Isn't that right? And they are not fighting against each other to say, I'm right, you're wrong. I'm right, you're wrong. Interesting. Now imagine you and me, we look at someone or something. Do you really think we will see the same? No. If only because we are geologically or on the place different. Not to talk about your culture and my culture, your age, my age, your experience, my experience. So, two people, when they look at someone or when they look at something, they do not necessarily see the same. Other example, imagine I have 4 people here working for me, and I'm a boss of a hotel, and I say, okay, clean this room here. What do you think? How much different ways of cleaning will I have? Minimally 4, right? Interesting. And here comes the biggest illness a lot of managers have worldwide, which is the following actually. A lot of managers are paid to see the future, to see the ideal scene, to be able to create this. However, a lot of managers think that what they see, the others see the same. I repeat, a lot of managers think that what they see, the others see the same. It is not true. We all are different. We all have different eyes. Coming back on this example with the 4 people who are cleaning, imagine when I say, I want this room clean, I mean, okay, the ceiling, no dust. Under the computers, no dust. Under the table, no dust. But one person, the other person, the other person, the other person, they all will see different. Now, if I see them doing something and I say, you're an idiot, don't you know what you did? You should have done this. I'm basically showing that I have this illness. I repeat, most managers worldwide, they think that what they see, the others see the same. It is not true. You as a manager, you have to make the others see the same. That's why you're paid. That's the first job of a manager. Make your people see what you see. Make your people see the ideal scene that is in your head. And if you don't do this, you can never really manage people. I give you another example. Imagine I'm a bushman. You know, these people from South Africa, they talk like this. And my manager is an American. And he tells me, Mark, I would like you to keep this room secure. I love my job. I'm motivated. I'm intelligent. And it's dark. 9 o'clock in the evening, it starts to be dark. There is a little fire here. What do? I make the fire bigger, isn't it? To keep the lions and the snakes away. Now, my manager comes to me and he said, how is this possible? You're an idiot. No, I'm not an idiot. I'm intelligent. I know what I do. When I see a fire in the evening, this is good for security. Now imagine I'm an American person and I see a fire, I kill the fire, isn't it? So you as a manager, if you have different people working for you, you have to be sure that they see what you see, that they have a similar ideal scene than your ideal scene. Even in daily life you have this problem. You know, you have a man and a woman, and a baby is just born. The man and the woman have the same game. You know, mother says to father, honey, I promise you, I will make sure this little boy or little girl will become a strong individual person. Father says the same. So they have the same goal, the same direction. They also know the barriers. 3 o'clock in the night, the kid crying, mother or father having to wake up, cleaning them, etc. They know the same barriers. And they're ready for that. They're ready for this game. They also know the freedom, the good feeling when the kid looks at you. So mother and father have the same game. But now starts the problem. Mother says, our kid will go to this school because that's a good school, I went there. Father says, our kid will go to my school because when I was a kid, I went to this school and it's a good school. Mother says, when we are going on a holiday, our kid will go to my mother because she's a good mother. Father says, my kid, now it becomes my kid, will go to my mother because she's a good grandmother. Do you see? Two people, two good people, two motivated people, two intelligent people, having the same goal, knowing the barriers, knowing the freedoms, playing the same game, but not necessarily seeing the same thing. Welcome on this planet. So what is the solution to that? Well, the solution to that is you have to make your people see the same as what you see as an ideal scene. In that case with mother and father first better discuss or picture or video how they see the ideal scene with the kid. In the example of me being a manager of a hotel and asking for people to clean the room, I can do the following. I can do the American style, meaning the following. I write a checklist in detail. You know, you take a bucket of water. You fill it with 3 liters of water. You put 250 milligrams of soap. And then you take the broom and 2 times like this, 3 times like this. This is America. Now, with all my respect for America, but in Europe and Western and Eastern Europe, people are a little bit different. If you give this checklist to European people, they put it immediately away. Now, what to do then in Europe? Well, in Europe you have to give the end result. Show them the end result. Show them with pictures or video what you want from them as end result. Now, some people say, okay, let me write it down. Yes, maybe 50 years ago, this was possible. Unfortunately, today, there is quite some people, and especially students with high degrees, who are not able to really understand what they read anymore. And I'm not kidding. So today, you better show them a picture or a video of what you expect from them as an end result. Coming back to this example with the cleaners, you take a picture of what you mean by being clean. And you show them, you say, my friend, this is what I expect from you. How to do it? You know better. There is some rules, you know, the barriers, but also some freedom. I will give you salary and I will respect you if you do it. But this is what I want exactly. Meaning the following, you create a standard. So my best advice to you as managers is the following. If you want to start really managing people, you make sure that what you see, your people see. So you take a video camera and you film the whole process. And while you film the whole process, by the way, you can do this with your team. You don't have to do this alone. You can find your best people and say, come, let's play something. By the way, it's fun and it's also a team building activity. You can say, okay, let's make a video and let's look at every end result in this process. And there you focus on what you really want them to see and to know. And you can use this video internally as a training for new people and for the existing people already in your team. And guess what? After having followed this video, you could certify them on a temporary basis. So you give them a certificate. You say, okay, now that you saw the standards and now that you've shown that you understand and that you can achieve the standards, I will give you a certificate for 6 months. And after these 6 months, I will check again and then I will give you a certificate for a longer term. What about that? That is your first homework as a manager. Create an ideal scene and make it clear to the people so that you can then start managing. On the other hand, if you don't do this, I'm afraid to say so, but you will not manage as well. You will have nerve breakdowns, you will be like a fireman, you will have to intervene, and you will think your people are not motivated, are not intelligent, or don't want to take responsibility. Well, have a better look. It starts with being clear on what you want as end result. For me, I believe in people, and I think 80% of the people are actually good people. It's just a matter of showing them what you really want as end result. This is much more important than punishing them, shouting to them, etc., etc., etc. To show you more the types of management, or I call this the managerial styles, let's take again this example of mother and father and the baby. So mother and father and the baby, they have the same game. The baby growing up, the barriers are known, the freedom also is known, and the ideal scenes are really discussed, and father and mother now agree upon those ideal scenes. Meaning the kid can walk, can talk, can sit down, can go to the toilet alone, has friends, etc., etc., etc. Now, let's now look at the actual scene. So you have the ideal scene and the actual scene, the real situation. Now, the actual scene or real situation is not something which stays the same. Things don't stay the same on this planet. They move. They go better or they go worse. They go better or they go worse. They don't stay the same, isn't it? Now, imagine we draw a graph of this baby. You know, the first week, the baby, or the first month, or the first 6 months, the baby is crawling. Okay, it's not the ideal scene yet. A little bit later, the baby is now doing 3-4 steps and he's saying, Mama. Baby is going better. So the graph would go up. It's not yet ideal, but it's going better. A little bit later, now the baby is doing 20 steps and saying, Mama, Papa, I would like to have an ice cream. It's going much better. It's not ideal yet. A little bit later, the baby is now walking correctly, talking correctly, still doesn't go alone to the toilet. So it's going much, much, much better. However, not yet the ideal scene. You follow me? So if you would draw a graph over time of this baby's development, it would go like this somehow, isn't it? Okay, now, take this following situation. The manager comes home around the middle of this graph. You know, the baby is doing 3 steps and he's saying, Mama. Okay? So manager comes home. Fascistoid manager. He comes home and he says, the baby cannot talk yet. What will happen with the kid? The kid will go down, isn't it? Fascistoid management does not work. It never worked and it will never work. except on very short occasions in extremely dangerous situations. But for the rest, it doesn't work. Let's take another type of management. Relationship management. Meaning the following. A manager comes home and he says, okay, this is my kid, okay, good. This is not my kid, not good. This is not my, no. This is the brother, good. Or he comes in an office and he says, okay, you're family, great, I give you bonus. You're not family, no bonus. You're not family, no bonus. Doesn't work, isn't it? You have also a specialized relationship management. We call this sexual relationship management. You know, manager comes in the office, there is a nice lady, okay, good, I give you a bonus. You, no, okay, no bonus. Doesn't work. You also have what we call communistic management. You have 4 kids crawling and 1 kid who is walking, and they have the same age. Now the communistic manager goes to the kid which is walking and says, my friend, you better don't be so ambitious. And the kid falls down, isn't it? Doesn't work. Capitalistic management also doesn't work. Capitalistic manager comes in the office and says, okay, give me money. No? Bye. Give me money. Ah, you're welcome. Doesn't work. Recently, you have some modern styles of management. One style of management is the following. You know, I call this rumor management or feeling management. You have the manager and you have the person sitting in front of the manager, and the manager looks, you know, on the evaluation report. You know, I read here that you never go out with your friends. I will not give you bonus this year. I read here that you're always too serious. You're not laughing. I don't give you a bonus. I read here that, you know, your behavior is strange. Okay, I don't give you a bonus. On the other hand, you have a person, and the manager reads and says, I hear here, or I see here better, that you go out every week with your colleagues. Bonus. I read here that every month you're the sunshine in the team. Bonus. You understand? I call this rumor management. It doesn't work. And very recently, you have a new style of management called crisis management, which is like, everyone out. Let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen. All these types of management do not work. Management is like a real mother. A real mother, a good mother, when she sees her kid doing 5 steps, she says, bravo, continue. And the kid is now doing 20 steps. And a good mother, when the kid is falling down, doesn't put the kid in the middle and criticizes the kid in front of everyone else. No. A good mother takes the kid separately and looks what's wrong with the kid. And the kid by itself finds a way to go better, isn't it? And that is, per my opinion, good management. To be like a good mother. Now, what do good mothers have? Most managers, in some cases, forget. That's right. A good mother loves her kid. Now, if you don't love your people, please don't manage them. Better manage machines, computers, cars. Because the basis of management is to love people. To treat them as if they were your kids, actually. And when they go better, to encourage them. And when they go worse, not to shoot them. Now, some people, when I talk about love, they say, yeah. Well, there is love and there is a perversion of the word love. I give you an example, a real-life example. Some years ago, my mother had a friend, and this friend had a daughter. And when this daughter came in our house, every time she went on the steps, on the stairs, the mother said, oh, let me help you, let me help you, let me help you. Many years later, this young daughter, which was now a nice lady, could not correctly walk on the stairs. This is not love. This is basically sympathy and killing people under the word love. No, real love is the following. Real love is you let your kid grow, and for sure it will fall down, but you just make sure that it doesn't fall down too much. And that's love. Love is not at the level of sympathy. Love is at the level of understanding, trust, helping a kid to grow. Well, a good manager needs that kind of love, on the one hand. On the other hand, a good manager better has some measurement to see whether people go better or worse. And when they go better, he encourages people. He doesn't intervene. He doesn't try to stop them. And when the kid goes worse, he doesn't shoot them. He basically looks at what's the problem. Do you understand? So I repeat, if you, as a manager, want to do a good and successful job, step one, make sure that what you see, the others see the same. So you make a video, or you write down, or eventually you record what you want them to see. Step two, love people. Love people in the positive definition of love, meaning trust them that they can develop themselves. And three, have a measurement by which you can see whether they go better towards the ideal scene or further away from the ideal scene. And when they go better towards the ideal scene, you encourage them. And when they go further away from the ideal scene, you, of course, don't encourage them, but somehow you see what is the problem and you help them. And that is good management. And that's the answer to the illness of most managers. Now, if you want to know more about this, if you want to know exactly how to do this, we can help you. For that, you have to contact us or to follow the full seminar of Free Boss. Thank you very much. Success.